What's up, everybody? Welcome. Move the Sticks, DJ and Bucky. And Bucky, the 2016 season is here, and we're going to start with some previews. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm excited, especially when we're talking about playmakers, those wide receivers. Everybody wants to see what those guys are going to do, particularly with a fantasy element involved.
All right, so here's what we got. We're going to go my top 5 receivers heading into the 2016 season. I'm going to take care of the veterans, Bucky. Then I'm going to hand it off to you to give us some young guys that we can look forward to seeing on an NFL field. You ready to roll?
Let's do it.
All right, number 5 for me, my top 5 receiver. He comes in at that 5 slot. I'm going to go Allen Robinson. And this is somebody last year when we did the previews, maybe slept on him a little bit. I'm not sleeping on him this year, Bucky. And because look at the run after catch. To me, that's something that really sets him apart.
Big, fast, physical. There you see a run away from Brandon Brown. These are some of the things that he did consistently last year for the Jaguars.
And then run after catch. But how about a clean route runner? He can set up corners, safeties, and then you also look here at his leaping ability. That's that old basketball player coming out in him.
That is absolutely the basketball player in him. Ball skills, being able to take it at the highest point and win those 50-50 balls. One of the reasons why Blake Bortles has fallen in love with him as their number 1 receiver.
Yeah, a lot of people are expecting big things from the Jags, and we point to that defensive side of the ball and all the new players they've brought over there, hearing great things about Dante Fowler. But Allen Robinson in this offense, can they take that next step? I think they do, especially with Allen Robinson. Those numbers were great last year. I could see him being right back there again this year.
Like their combination, he and Allen Hurns, tough to defend the Jacksonville Jaguars on the perimeter.
All right, so Allen Robinson, run after catch, clean route runner, leaping ability. That's what we liked about him. Number 4 on my list, I could give you a long list of attributes here. DeAndre Hopkins, Buck. This is a special player, and to me was very much in that mix of being a top 3 guy. First of all, you start with him, the instincts.
Yeah, the awareness, being able to just find the ball, track it, get it at various locations. Hard to find a guy that is better than him at doing that in the league.
Then we look at his catch radius. You don't have to be perfect in the strike zone. He can go up top and get it. He can reach down low and pluck it off his shoe tops. And look at the awareness here. Go ahead and get that toe tap right there.
Oh, that's amazing. The one thing that's funny about DeAndre Hopkins, he may not be the fastest or the most explosive, but when you put him on the field, he's a playmaker. There you see just silky smooth, understands how to get it done. Took one of the best corners in NFL history over the top, Darrelle Revis. He did it to everybody last year.
Yeah, he just everything about him. He just makes the game look very easy, and to the point where you're like, how fast is he? He's faster than the guy that's covering him. That's all that matters there. All right, number 3 on my list. Some might argue he should be number 1 with the hype machine, but he matches that hype. But for me, number 3, Odell Beckham Jr. And when I start with him, Bucky, we talk about guys that are fast, but maybe they're 1 speed. Nah, this guy has got a second gear.
Electric playmaker. Get the ball in his hands, makes it happen. There you see him run away from the Jets secondary. Does it to everybody. 25 touchdowns, 27 games. That's crazy production.
All right, we look at the ball skills. I mean, we could show a lot of highlights of him making these one-handed special catches. And then to me, when you look at the number 1 characteristic for him here, dynamic quickness.
Dynamic quickness. He's everything that you look for in a number 1 receiver. He can affect the game in so many different ways. Short, intermediate, deep. He makes plays in every quadrant of the field. Love Odell Beckham Jr.
I don't know if you noticed there, but we get a little spiffy here in our graphics on Move the Sticks because we've gone with the Olympic theme. We've got the 3 traits, and you see the different colors. We got the bronze, we got the silver.
I know. How about that?
And we've got the gold here. And we look at their characteristics. All right, Odell Beckham, number 3. Number 2 on my list, a guy we talk about all the time on our show, and that's Julio Jones. And, Bucky, when you're looking at his 3 characteristics, you start with the bronze. Let's stay with that B word. How about the burst?
Burst, big, fast, and physical, does everything that you want to see from a big-body receiver. Can go over the middle, can take it over top. There you see the hands. Love his ability to separate and continue to create space. Makes it easy for Matt Ryan to find him.
Yeah, once he puts a foot in the ground, you can see that explosiveness and that burst. But one of the other things to me that sets him apart, and we talk about, the size, and that's great. How about the power? That to me is a huge deal as well. When you talk about him, the strength to be able to pull through tackles, tough guy to get on the ground after the catch. A lot of these wide receivers are going to make you miss. He can run over you.
Physicality, toughness, runs through contact, runs through arm tackles, makes it happen on the perimeter.
And the size shows up when you get those 50-50 balls, Buck.
Just being able to take it off, I think that's Luke Kuechly's head, and walks into the end zone. That's what you want, expanding the strike zone. We talk about that all the time with big-body receivers. He expands the strike zone, makes it easy for Matt Ryan.
And he realized we're going with that Olympic theme because he reached
ran across the tape
there. You're a track guy. You can appreciate that. All right, Bucky. Well, I think you can figure out who the number 1 guy is because I haven't mentioned him yet. AB, Antonio Brown, Bucky. This is a special player. I think he's the toughest cover in the National Football League. He's versatility, play outside, inside, can do it in the return game. But I start with that bronze characteristic. Again, run after the catch.
It's all about run after catch. A punt returner, an acclaimed and accomplished punt returner, a guy that knows how to put the ball in the paint. When you put the ball in his hands, regardless of how you get it to him, he's always a threat to score from anywhere on the field.
And on the dance floor, this matters. It also matters on the football field. Precision. Bucky.
Oh, absolutely. One of the best route runners in the game, but he's precise at the top of the routes, understand how to separate.
And then finally, just the explosiveness. You can see that in his release. You can see it after the catch. You can see it as a returner. This is one dynamic, explosive athlete. And you add up the run after catch. He's precise as a route runner. And that explosiveness he possesses, Bucky, I think he's the best wide receiver in the NFL.
I think he's clearly the best wide receiver in the game. He has everything that you look for. The toolbox is full, is locked and loaded. He has everything that you could want in a number one receiver, even though it's in a little smaller package.
No, a little smaller package. But that's my group of 5 there. Again, let us know below if you agree, disagree with that list. But we're not done here, Bucky, because you got 3 rookies we need to focus on as they march into their rookie season.
Yeah, first-year playmakers, guys that can come in and make an immediate impact. There are 3 guys that are going to be listed. Tajay Sharp from the Tennessee Titans, a guy that has come in and really made a big impact in off-season workouts, NAN training camp.
Looks like he's going to start, right?
Looks like he has an opportunity to start. He's one to watch. Laquan Treadwell, they've been looking for a big-body guy, a guy that can help Teddy Bridgewater take his game to the next level. He should be someone that can run those bang eights, some of the comebacks that Norv Turner loves to feature. But the guy that I'm excited about is the hype bunny of the offseason. That's Sterling Shepard. Sterling Shepard is a guy that should come in and start opposite Odell Beckham, replace Victor Cruz, and really upgrade what they had. And there are 3 characteristics that I like about him: his run after catch, his route running, and his hands. And when we look at the tape, you see it right on display. Gets the ball in his hands, makes people miss, dazzling in the open field. He is someone that should play very, very well in that New York Giants catch and fire offense.
Look at the route running here, Bucky. Again, this is some of that precision. We don't see a lot of that at the college level. We saw it with Tyler Lockett.
Absolutely.
In college, we also saw it here with Sterling Shepard.
Sterling Shepard is masterful at being able to separate and set up defenders, does a great job of it. But then it's the hands. Sticky hands, makes plays, does it repeatedly throughout his collegiate career. We're hearing the buzz that he's continuing to do it with the New York Giants. I expect him to be a big impact player playing opposite Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, I like that list there, Bucky. So there you have it. There's our top 5 wide receivers as we head towards the start of the season. Bucky gave you 3 rookies to watch. But, Bucky, hey, that's what we think.
Yeah, if what you think, you need to let us know. Make sure you fill out the comments below. Let us know what you think. We want your thought process included in the matter.
All right, we want to hear from you. That's the moral of the story there. All right, that's it for us here on Move the Sticks. Stay tuned, though, on YouTube for all of our position previews as the 2016 season is almost here.